Welcome back to Recap and React with Candace, where I discuss some of my favorite TV shows, films, just anything TV film related that I'm interested in. And today we're going to jump back into Love is Blind, season 7. So, guys, I know that I've been slow on my Love is Blind videos. I had to travel for work and I needed to get caught back on work. So that got me kind of behind the ball a little bit, but I'm back and I want to go ahead and wrap the season up. So I didn't really take a lot of good notes for this because the last episode, which I'll probably be posting my videos back to back. So the last video I did through episode 9, I believe. So we're just gonna do our final season recap of each couple. So I will go through I don't want to touch on the couples that had already broke up by the end of episode 9. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna try to. I don't even remember the order they broke up in, but I'm gonna try to remember the order the breakups happened. So let's go ahead and talk about Tim and Alex. Okay, in this like batch of episodes, because we're kind of doing like 10, 11, 12. Um, they seem to do good in the last batch when I reviewed with her meeting the family and stuff like that. But then we saw like Alice's apartment and well, no, she didn't meet his family here. He there he met her family the last time I talked to you guys. This time she was meeting his family. It seemed to go pretty good until afterwards. So I guess after she met his family, she took a nap, I guess, when he like went to run an errand or something and his parents were downstairs and he felt some type of way about that. He thought that was rude, disrespectful. I think at the end of the day, he just didn't really like Alex. He did not like Alex as a person. He wanted to try to make it work, but I think he just didn't really like her. And I don't think she really liked him that much. I think they wanted to get married on the show and they were trying to make force it to work and I guess he was just the one that finally like was like the jug is up. I think the way that he broke up with her, it was a little like condescending. I don't know. It was, and I don't know. I didn't like the way that he kind of talked to her, but she did come off a little bit just throughout the season, like a little more immature. Um, I don't know. Maybe not immature, but just like he's just a lot more structured in his life, but that's understandable because he was in the military, so he's used to like that structure. And she seemed very like fly by the seat of my pants, you know. So they broke up. Am I surprised? Not really. They were not really at the top of my rankings, so it is what it is. The next one, because they was just dropping like flies in this batch of episodes, y'all. So the next one that broke up was Nick and Hannah. Um, so I don't know. Like Nick and Hannah, they was like a little all over the place. When he met her friends, like I could definitely tell that they were not compatible. And I think the friends were kind of peeping that a little bit too. You know, so that I never thought they were gonna get married anyways at the end of this, so whatever. Um and then we get to the because you know they always do the little like meetup where all the people from inside the pods that didn't get engaged or didn't, you know, go on to like Mexico, they get to meet everybody too. And what was the girl? Was her name Katie? Girl Katie, she was just like all all for Nick. Like she kept talking about some, oh yeah, like I'm more mature, so you know, it makes sense like that you went with Hannah or whatever. But then it's kind of like Katie, why do you keep telling Hannah how fine her man is? Like, I just didn't understand. Like, Katie was doing too much. Nick shouldn't have been smiling in her face so much at the little party. It was like a Great Gatsby type of theme thing. But also, it could have been part of it could have been editing, but they shouldn't have even had that much footage with him with her. Like, it don't. I just don't get these men. Like, why are you in this other woman's face so much when your fiance is there, or even if your fiance wasn't there. When you have a fiance, you should not be in another woman's face, especially one that you were, you know, I know it's just the pods, but they were romantically involved. Like, that's just not cool. So I was with Hannah on that. So then they get back and they're going back and forth about it, but they're both drunk, clearly. And so Hannah kind of eventually just like decides to just let the situation go or whatever. So then we do get later on, they do finally have a conversation where Hannah's breaking up with him and basically like, I don't think we're a match or whatever. Oh, I forgot to talk about Hannah telling all that man's business. I can't remember if this was at the Gatsby party. I think it was telling Ashley about how that man don't like the the put or whatever. And I'm just like, girl, why you don't do that? Like that's how I knew. I knew she wasn't gonna marry this man. Because if you were gonna marry him, you wouldn't be telling like that type of information to someone else, especially on camera. Like I just didn't like that. That wasn't cool by Hannah at all. Um, Hannah, I don't know. She was very mean to the man throughout the whole season. Now, I don't know if there were other reasons. I heard rumblings, because I finally like started looking at what was going on social since I'm caught up. Um, so I heard rumblings about like Nick was playing a part when the cameras were around. He was completely different when the cameras were not around. A little birdie told me. I forgot who. It was a TikToker. She was on Jessie Woo's YouTube channel, but she was saying that apparently Nick wasn't attracted to Hannah, and he would tell all the guys that he wasn't really that attracted to her, and that's gonna be come out at the reunion. So we'll see. But yeah, at this point, Hannah is like the primary villain of the show between her and Steven, just based off of what we see on camera. Now, obviously, there's some stuff that's gonna come out at the reunion, and we'll see how that goes. Then the next couple to drop was Marissa and Ramses. So now I knew once they started like not agreeing on the military stuff, I knew that they were not going to make it to the end. Like I just had a feeling that they weren't. Um he met her mom. Her mom, I didn't like the mama. The mama was rude. Oh, I didn't even talk about the other girls like the dress shopping. Well, Hannah didn't even show up to the dress shopping. And I guess Alex wasn't there because they had already broke up. So Marissa did have the dress shopping, um, and she picked out a dress and everything. So we're thinking she gonna make it out because by the end, we get to the dress shop and there's only three of them left. It's Marissa. Well, it's four technically, but Hannah didn't show up. So Marissa, Taylor, and Ashley. They're the three that are at the dress fitting. So Marissa does actually pick out a dress and everything. And then we see them, they keep having these disagreements. I don't remember part of it was Ramses doesn't want to use condoms. He says that condom sex isn't enjoyable. Marissa, because of, I believe she has endometriosis, she does not want to go on birth control. So he is like, she's like, well, you can either use condoms or we can just accept whatever consequences come from having sex without condoms. And he doesn't want kids, I think, until at least like 5 years, 4 to 5 years. I don't know. He might have said 3 to 5, something like that. But then he don't want to use condoms. So she's kind of like, you're not going to force me to get on birth control. So you either use condoms or you accept the consequences along with me of what may come from having sex without condoms. And so he just keeps talking about how that's not condom sex isn't enjoyable, da 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 da. And I'm just like, I'm with Marissa. Like he can't force that lady to get on birth control if she don't feel comfortable doing that with her body, regardless of if that's his wife. Like he can't dictate what she does with her body. In that sense, like, nah, I don't like that. So then they keep having like little disagreements. I think he's honestly just trying to find a way to break it off with her to not seem like the bad guy. But then he finally does break it off with her, and it's a bunch of like BS. One, he's talking about some of her energy, maybe like she's too high energy for him or something. And could he get tired of that? I don't know if he worded it that way, y'all, but basically, like, could it be too much for him, like all the time? And so she's getting emotional and stuff. And then he's talking about something about his ex and how he found out like she's still dealing with their breakup and she took it so hard and he's worried about like hurting her like that, blah 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 blah. he breaks up with her basically. She is so like distraught. I really felt bad for Marissa here because I think she really, really loved this man. And then she turned down Bowden for him, and Bowden definitely seemed more her speed. I don't know, like it's kind of like an opposites attract thing with Ramses, but they might have been a little too opposite, you know. And so then she's really distraught. She's just crying. She goes in a room, locks herself in the room, and she's talking to her mom on the phone and just talking about like how they called off the wedding, and she's just saying how it hurts. It just hurts so bad. And I really, really, really felt bad for her in this situation. But it's a blessing in disguise because imagine if she got married to this man. Like, yeah, it hurt in the moment, but like clearly that wasn't her person. So that was just what was best for that situation. So then we have two couples that make it to the altar. We have Ashley and Tyler, and Taylor and Garrett. Um, we'll talk about Ashley and Tyler, I guess. Okay. So no, yeah, let's do Ashley and Tyler. Okay. So Ashley and Tyler, she found out about the babies, the sperm babies, is what he said. He said they're sperm babies. Now, y'all, I finally went and looked at the tea online, on TikTok, everything. Apparently, so this is what the baby mama saying. So the baby mama was his best friend. She said most of her life as a lesbian. So her and her wife at the time wanted to have a baby, so they asked Tyler to donate his sperm, and he did. So they had that baby, right? Her and the wife, they break up. Tyler is basically like, um, I want to be there like as a father figure for this child. Like I'll raise this child with you. I can't remember if I think it's a boy. I don't want to make assumptions. But it's like I want to raise this child with you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a boy, so that they have a father figure in their life or whatever. And so they start raising the child together. They even live together at some point. Then her and Tyler have twins. Now, this is, she says this was consensual, like natural conception. This was not a sperm donorship situation. Like they did the do, and the result of that were her twins, right? Or their twins. Um, Tyler is claiming that these are all sperm babies. Like he just donated his sperm to a lesbian couple to help them have kids. She says that is what happened with the first child, but then he decided to step up and be a father to that child after her and her wife got divorced. But with the twins, that was natural conception. That was not a sperm donorship situation. So then she says, even up until Tyler left for the show, that they had been interacting, like he'd been in the kids' lives. So for him to get on the show and talk about like the kids don't even know what he looks like, it's like they saw him off when he got ready to leave to go on the show. So she was confused by that. And then he gets back, he even sees the kids when he gets back. But then I think it was like when the show was getting ready to air or something, all of a sudden he like scrubs all his like socials of the kids, because apparently he used to have pictures with him and the kids on his social media and stuff. So basically, Tyler is a deadbeat daddy, allegedly. So, anyways, so he's telling Ashley that these are sperm babies. Ashley, I think she's willing to work with him on that if he really does not have any interaction with the kids. That's what she's kind of saying on the show. So then they get ready to walk down the aisle, and you get like this like weird kind of like scene with Ashley and her dad and stuff. And it's just like, I don't know. I didn't realize, like, I don't know. I think she did say it in the pods that her and her dad didn't have, like, weren't super close, growing up or whatever. But it seems like he's like really trying, and he's in her life now. And he is, I didn't really like his advice. It was basically like, don't leave him even if he mess up, don't leave him. Like, no, she really shouldn't have said yes. Okay, anyways, they get down the aisle, they both say yes. I really did not want her to say yes, and I feel so bad. And I'm just like, I'm hoping that she got an annulment, because this man, but yeah, she said yes, he said yes. They're married, at least on the show. Now I don't know if they're still married now. We'll see at the reunion on Wednesday. But I'm just like, I just hate that for her. Like he a whole scammer, you know. And then there was something else I saw. The same lady that was on Jessie Woo's. I don't know her name. But go check out Jessie Woo's video with her, and you'll see it's kind of like the tea about some of the Love Is Blind people. But she was saying like someone else had sent her like screenshots of like Tyler owing the money or something. And apparently this was during filming or something too, like the timestamps on the screenshots or something. So I'm just like, this man is a scammer, and I hate that for my sis Ashley. I just hope she stand on business. Like at the reunion, I don't want her to be like, that's my man and I'ma stick beside him. Like, no, not no my man, my man, my man. Like, girl, this man lied to you. Do not let him manipulate you. Them his kids. And the first one, yeah, maybe that one was a sperm donorship situation, but he decided to take on a father role for that child. The twins are his. Like, I don't know. Like, I think she's buying whatever he's selling, but like, I don't know. This is just too much for her to not have known the man that long. I don't know. Like, I would be getting an annulment. That's just me though. But anyways, now let's get to Taylor and Garrett. So this batch of episodes, they have been going solid before this. This is the first time they had some drama. Now, they were doing good, and then but we see going into the Gatsby situation, we find out that apparently Garrett's ex reached out to him, and then he told Taylor initially, I guess, that he like liked whatever message but didn't respond like in any sort of text or something. And she's like, she's been cheated on before, so she's like, you shouldn't have even did that. Like, you should have just told her like, I'm an engaged man now, do not reach out to me, which I agree with her. Like, he should have shut it down, or at the very least just block her. If you don't want to like respond or anything, just block her and be done with it. You know what I mean? So then we get to the Gatsby thing, and it's like Taylor and Garrett and Ashley and Tyler sitting down at the table, and then it gets brought up about the ex situation, and Garrett is basically now saying that he did respond, and I forgot what he said. But then Taylor's like, wait, because you told me you didn't respond at all, and now you're telling me that you did respond. Like, you told me you didn't respond to it, and he's like, no, I did respond. It's like, but that's not what you just told me before. So it's like he needs to just be upfront from the jump. Like, I don't even think like she would have been a little upset about it, but like had he just been upfront from the jump, I don't think it would even became that big of a deal, honestly. So yeah, I mean, that was their drama. They did eventually work through it, it seemed. And he did go to meet her parents, her mom. I thought like from the clips they made it seem like her mom wasn't gonna be cool with it, but she seemed to give her approval. We didn't see her dad when they were in San Diego, but I'm sure he met him there. I think he just didn't want to be on camera. Their wedding was, oh, I didn't talk about Ashley's dress. I really liked Ashley's dress. It was really cute. It had like the sorry, I know I'm jumping around, but I didn't really take notes this time. But it had like the lace with like the flowers and stuff at the top, and it was form fitting. It was just cute. I liked it. Her dress was cute. It showed off her figure. Loved it. I also liked Taylor's dress. So hers was more like so Ashley's was kind of more like airy, light bridal. Taylor's was kind of like more, trying to think how to explain. It was more classic. It didn't have like, I don't think it really had like lace and tulle and stuff. It was very sleek um and classic up top, but it kind of was like um a high low kind of design. It was really cute. I really liked her dress too. So I like both of their dresses. They get to the altar and they both say yes. They seem like they are going to last, Taylor and Garrett. So they are the one couple out of the whole season that is probably gonna last. Because we saw all the other couples broke up except them and Ashley and Tyler. I don't know. We're gonna see what Ashley decides to do. I really just hope that she don't stay with Tyler after like all those lies. But if she chooses to, look, maybe she's privy to more information than we are. I don't know. Like, that's her decision. I'm just giving my opinion on what I saw on the show and what I'm seeing on social media. But, that doesn't tell the full story. But for me, that would be enough if I was in her shoes for me to just wipe my hands clean of the situation. But yeah, so that's where we left off. And then the reunion is gonna drop this Wednesday, so I'll give you guys my recap on the reunion as well. We're almost wrapping up Love Is Mine, guys. I commend all these other YouTubers that have been doing these type of shows for so long. This stuff is hard to keep up with, y'all, but I'm doing it, and so I am also behind on my Survivor recaps. Gonna get caught up on those this week too. I'll just go ahead and film one to like kind of summarize like where we are before the Wednesday episode for that as well. And then we'll see what I decide to review next. I don't know. I was gonna try to do reaction videos to Outer Banks, but I went ahead and watched that while I was traveling for work. So I can't do like an honest reaction to that. But let me know if y'all want me if y'all want me to talk about anything else. So that's my recap of the finale of Love Is Blind. We're gonna see what happens at the reunion, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.